Remember, these are real spells. Please put on headphones so I don't call entities into your place. Hello everyone, my name is Wicca BluMoon, and today we are going to be doing a reverse spell. And for this, you don't need a lot of ingredients, but you need 2 mirrors. You're going to need something to hold the mirrors. Now this I just made myself. What I have here is a 7-inch by a 5-inch piece of scrapboard, and what I did was I just used my saw right into this board to where the mirrors will sit upright. And now when I first did this, the mirrors were tilted a little bit back and cockeyed. So what I did here was I put some little pieces of wood that actually bend the mirrors actually up straight, to where what you're going to do is whenever you put the 2 mirrors in, you actually get, and I don't know if you can see this or not, see if you can, yeah, there we go. So what you get is a infinity loop there. All right, so these mirrors here are actually $4, and I got them at Hobby Lobby, and they're about 5-inch diameters. So, and then the wood I had here, so it doesn't really cost a whole lot. And once you get these upright, it's pretty easy to do from there. So what we have here is the 2 mirrors facing each other for the infinity run right there. So all right, so I'm gonna put this down, and now what you need is basically you need enough room to where you can put a candle holder and a candle. Now what color candle you are going to usually use is a black candle, and for this I am going to use a votive candle, but unfortunately I thought I had black, but we're going to use white. If you don't have a particular color of candle, white candles can actually fill in for any other candle color, so it's still going to work. But if you have the particular color, it would actually affect it a little bit more, so in your favor. So if you don't, use white, you'll still get the effect that will still work. So, all right, so first what we're going to do is, and I use my salt bowl here, and I always stir up the contents just to help kind of bring it back to that energy to circulate that's in the bowl here. All right, so first what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to carve a deep X into this candle. So what I'm going to first do is just lightly mark it. Alright, and now I'm going to actually turn the blade wideways to where it'll actually carve it a little bit wider, and I'll push in. It's really nice and deep into the candle. Now some of you might say, well, how deep do I want to go? As you can see, I'm probably about 1/4 of an inch into the candle. I think that's deep enough. But by all means, if you want to go a little bit deeper or a little bit shallower, feel free. Now, for your reverse spells, you're always going to want to do an X on your candles. Candles are usually used in reverse spells. All right, so we have all that. Now, as you can see, that is a pretty deep X. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to sprinkle some of my black salt into it, and this is just something that I have always liked to do. I have had excellent results in doing this. So, and you can spill the contents or the little bit leftovers out back into the bowl. I'm just kind of packing whatever I can into it. There we are, and it helps kind of define that X a little bit. All right, so always with the X. Now on the reverse side, if you know who is casting against you, you can actually write their name on the other side of the candle. If not, then you can do like right on here, like reverse the curse, or you can put whatever you feel is happening to you because of the magic. You can say reverse that particular thing. Now, if you do happen to write the person's name, you want to write the person's name backwards. All right, so just keep that in mind, because you want it to go back to the person, and writing his or her name backwards actually reverses what's happening to you. All right, so what I am going to do now is I'm going to charge a candle. Now you can do this over incense if you want to, or you can just charge it normally with your hands. It's totally up to you on that. So what I'm going to do is, while I actually start charging this candle, I'm going to say our spell. So, alright, so I always put all my fingertips onto the item that I'm charging. And now I'm focusing on the candle itself, and I'm starting to move the energy out from my core into the candle. All right. The dark and evil forces that affect me, return to your source ×3. I dust you off my home and self, so that you may return to your owner's shelf. There you can stay for a year or two, so that they learn their lesson in day and night. So go, now I send you back. So I will it, so it is done. Now you can say that a couple more times. Why don't we go ahead and say it one more time while we continue to charge it. The dark and evil forces that affect me, return to your source ×3. I dust you off of my home and self, so that you may return to your owner's shelf. There you can stay for a year or two, so that they learn their lesson in night and day. So go, now I send you back. So I will it, so it is done. So with that, I'm going to have the X actually facing one way. Now, if you put someone's name on the back, it would be reflected in this mirror. The X is going to be reflected in that mirror. And now with this, a votive is going to burn for 12 hours. If you want to do this with a much bigger candle, like a 7-day candle, you can. You can try the votive at first. Now, if you do buy a bigger candle, you are going to need longer mirrors so that it reflects the mirrors back and forth for however tall you have it. So just keep that in mind when you build your stand, or if you need to build your stand. So I'm going to actually turn off the lights here. I forgot about that one. Hang on a sec. All right. So, all right. So now we have the candle burning, and you should see an infinite row of candles. All right, that's the one side. And that is a key factor to this, is that you want to see a infinite row of candles. Oops, gets over a little bit. There we go. All right, so see the rows there? All right. All right. All right, so that is how you do a reversal spell candle. Now it is important to let your candle be until it has burned all the way down, so that way it is not disturbed. Now what I'm going to do with this base is I'm actually going to just scoot it very softly into the corner, and there I'm going to let it stay until it has burned all the way down. Scoot your guys over a little bit. There you go. All right, so that is a very important tip to do. So I hope this has helped you and all my viewers. If you enjoyed this, please don't forget to share and like and subscribe, so that way you can get up to date with all the latest spells, magic, and castings. Thank you.